Hello everyone, my name is Samir. Once again, I'm here with another yet PMP success story. We keep bringing PMP success story. The aim behind it is to inspire future PMP, motivate future PMP, and learn from PMP certified people, incorporate in your PMP journey, and keep shorter your learning curve so that you can pass in your first try. Today, one of the high profile person joining us from Bangladesh, he did his PMP 2 days back with all three domains above target. He joined PMP Mastery 2 months back and he continuously in preparation and 2 days back he has cleared his PMP with all three domains. So this is something amazing success, and I will congratulate him for achieving such a great success. This person is none other than Md Rayhan Siddique, who has not only holding PMP but many other certifications. Currently working in Bangladesh in one of the government sector as deputy director in the civil construction, and rest about him we will be knowing from him, and we will try to know from him that how did he manage his time in addition to his professional and personal life, how he took the challenges of PMP certification and how he has cleared it, what all a strategy he has adopted, what all challenges he has faced, and how he managed his time during his PMP preparations. So let's welcome this gentleman, MD Rehan Siddiqui. MD Rehan Siddiqui, you are welcome in today's session. And first of all, I would like to give you my congratulations for achieving PMP credentials.
Okay, thank you very much. I am Rayhan Siddique, working in Bangladesh in a government organization, that is Local Government Engineering Department, as a Deputy Project Director. And I am a civil engineer from Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology. Then I did Masters in Procurement and Supply Management in Bragg University, Bangladesh. And then I have the diploma, advanced diploma and professional diploma in procurement and supply chain management, that based in UK, and then getting the membership of CIPS. And during my study in Masters in Procurement and Supply Chain Management, there is a subject was strategic project management. In 2014, I hear about that and read a subject. And one of my teacher motivated me, please, PMP is a global certification and all over the world it is a prestigious certificate. So you can try that. But after my completion, then I complete MChiefs, and in 2019, I received a training and then apply for application. My application was granted, but I was a little bit behind to taking preparation due to so many difficulties. Yes, because my family is in Dhaka and my job place is another 200 kilometers from Dhaka. So
Okay.
that was a great challenge for me. Then I go slow, and but somehow PM Box 6, this was I did. And after 20 December, then the new system comes. Then
Syllabus has
I
changed. Yeah.
seriously taking that. I
Mm.
have to take the exam
Yeah.
in PMP. And in the pandemic situation, working from home,
Mm.
there is opportunity for me to read the subject books and other things.
Okay.
And in YouTube and their Instagram, I see Mr. Samir A Khan, and
Mhm.
Actually, I am motivated. There is a program within 45 to 60 days. You should be PMP. You should follow the plan, and that is very useful for me. Useful for me as because there is a mm, there is a great planning.
Mhm.
Great planning.
Yeah.
Read every day, solve
Mhm.
questions, provide feedback to Mr. Samir. Actually, he is a great motivator, I think, and international personality. And during 2 day live class, I was very happy. And the eco and the PM Box 7th edition and other related topic, some topics are confusing to me, and that worked very well for me. And Mr. Samir provided me the planning schedule. Please follow this. I follow maximum time, but in the later there
Mhm.
is a problem as because in my
As well.
working
Yeah.
place huge
Mhm.
workload.
Yeah. That's.
25 days, around 25 days I follow the Rita chapter wise
Mhm.
reading, question solve, and
Yeah.
providing what is the result.
Mhm.
And actually there is a ethical matter. What is the result? Maybe
Mhm.
50%, 40%, 60%. What is the correct answer? I do ethically this and send it through WhatsApp to Mr. Samir,
Mhm.
who is a great motivator, I think, and great personality.
Thank you so
And
much for
I
these words,
motivated by
Rehan.
him,
Thank you so
and
much.
I follow.
Mhm.
And after completion, then I planned 23rd October, I set the exam in the off day in office. Friday and Saturday in
Yeah.
Bangladesh, government offices
Mhm.
are closed.
Okay.
Though Saturday, I choose the exam center, and it is 15 minutes from my home.
Mhm.
And local time 11, I set the exam time and told Mr. Sumit that I have scheduled my exam on 23rd. Then he also provided me some suggestion, full mock session questions,
Mhm.
and I sit in the exam, and actually I started set the time 210 minutes,
Okay.
210 minutes,
Mhm.
and the 180 questions I solved, and frankly I got only 58% marks and sent it to my motivator.
Mhm.
Actually he is a great facilitator, trainer, and many others. Only few days knowing him,
Mhm.
but his style and the personality and the depth regarding project management. And one of my interest was that I know from India there are thousands of PMP in India,
Yeah.
huge PMP personnel from
Yes.
India. And I want to share the international flavor to receive how
Mhm.
they plan, what is their work. And
Okay.
this is my motivation from Mr. Samis.
Well, well explained, and it was really a nice explanation right from beginning till your PMP preparation. But yes, we will be discussing how did you do in exam, and how did you tackle the questions, what type of questions you got in the exam, and how did you manage the time during the exam. So this all we will be discussing. But before that, uh, I have to take you again some back, like when did you start it and when did you take the exam? So overall, how many months or years it took? Because I have seen many people they take training and after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years, they go for the exam. So that's I'm asking for you how many months it took to get PMP certified.
Okay, thank you. I received the training in 2019 June.
Okay.
1 month,
Mhm.
1 month training. That was 42 hour.
Mhm.
Then my application was granted by PMI.
Okay. Okay.
But I was not fully engaged in reading due to my
Mhm.
workplace and my home. So there is a little bit delay. And then in 2020, I again started. So I should complete the PMP. Complete the PMP, and there is a virtual class also. And finally, in 2021, I received the 35-hour training again, and the mentor was very good, and he has vast knowledge regarding project management and providing providing some materials and
Yeah.
books, and PMBOK 6 Rita 10th edition and Agile Practice Guide.
Okay.
Actually, I was going through this, and when I come to Mr. Samir, the great personality, he provided me some brilliant suggestion that do not read too many books. You please get the idea and then follow the Rita 10th edition, chapter by chapter, and clear it. Yes, because I think there is a blended in a predictive and agile in the
Yeah.
Rita 10th edition.
Yeah, it's updated.
Rita 10th edition.
Yes.
Updated the process group and the issue
So, yeah.
exam content outline that are matching in that book very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Chapter
Yes.
by chapter.
Yeah.
Chapter by chapter, we can learn the processes and also what are the tasks from the people, process, or business environment. This synchronization and this configuration, this combination work very well for me. And that suggestion provided by my favorite personal, Mr. Samir.
Thank you. So I'm taking all your word with so much gratitude, Md Rayhan, and it's my really pleasure and fortunate that I could contribute to your PMP success. However, you deserve PMP success. It's all because of your hard work, your dedication, your sacrifice. Any mentor, any instructor, give the strategy, give tips, motivate you, but execution is your part, and you really executed it. So you deserve this success. All right. So moving forward, when you are working in a local government where there is a pressure, also you have your family. So how did you take time from your busy life for your PMP preparation?
Actually, the plan for 45 days, but I took more than that time due to my office workload. And when I planned daily the Rita book chapter, after coming from office, 3 to 4 hours in 45 days. In 45 days, and actually there are challenges as because when I solve the questions, the scores are not up to 75%, 80%.
Not going
So,
beyond 70 yet. I have seen that.
yes, yes. But you provide me, keep it up, do again and read the chapter again. When one chapter score below very much less, then you provide the suggestion. Please read the chapter again, and I did this. And by solving questions repeatedly, and actually, frankly, I saying that there are another 3 people. We form a group team, and in the evening we are solving questions. Few days. The preface questions and other questions we solved, and what is the wrong? Why it is wrong? Who thinking why it is wrong? And one thing I can say that there is a question. What do you what is the project manager do next or first? Update the change request to submit a change request to update the change log. But this question is not valid. Change log is a not a planning document. It is a project document. So no need for change request. It's the project manager's PM's discretionary. The document he can change like this. And in the risk chapter, some problem, and repeatedly we have uh, try to eliminate the confusions, and uh, sometime I also directly asking you questions, please clarify this, and you really that was explained to me very clearly.
So you, apart from VIP group, you also formed a small group where you guys discussing why this question options right, and if it is right,
Yes,
why it is right. So it was a really brilliant idea, and brainstorming is
yes.
always a good idea. There you get collect different ideas, and finally you reach to the consensus. So that was really great initiative from you all guys. What about another people who was in your group? They did PMP as well, or they still into
No,
preparation?
they are all now studying. Other three people, they are not sitting in the exam. They are planning after 15 days or yeah, 1 month they will sit
All right, all right.
in
So
the exam.
hopefully they will get now more ignite since you have done your PMP, and this will really motivate them. So they will not delay anymore. I'm sure this will happen to them. Once they will watch this video, definitely they are going to take it within a week, their exam as well. Give them my wishes for their good luck. Yeah, moving ahead. So you
Yes,
will explain the challenges, and you, apart from your work, you put in 3 to 4 hours because you had for 5 days a study plan from PMP Mastery. And I found you during PMP preparation one of the consistent persons. I have in mentorship group right now even more than 300 people who will be taking the exam in next 2 to 3 or 4 months. I have found you one of the consistent persons who was sending me regularly updates on the progress. Mr. Rehan, now let's jump into your PMP exam hall. So, where did you take your exam? At home or at center?
at center.
All right. So, where it was in Bangladesh?
It was in Bangladesh, in Dhaka city. It is around 3 kilometers from my house.
Okay.
three
So,
kilometer
how was the
distance.
center? Would you like to brief about the center so that people who will watch this video and they belongs to near about that place, they should go to that center or they should go to another center? Is that center is okay? Good.
Its
Environment is
center
good,
is very
and
much
the
okay, and
people is supportive there.
the invigilator, the persons responsible in the center, they are very much professional and very much cordial.
Okay, so will
Uh,
you will recommend others who is surrounding that center should go to that
yes,
center and
that
take
is
their exam.
that is in Dhaka,
Hmm, hmm,
Dhanmondi area,
yeah.
the Pearson View Pi
Hmm,
International.
okay. All right. What was your first reaction? And when did you see the questions? Have you
Uh,
reacted that, okay, I'm now going to pass? Questions are so simple, looking so simple, seems like simple and easy. Or you felt, oh, it's very difficult, or maybe looks like complex, and maybe I'm going to fail the exam. Did you feel anything like that? Any reaction
Actually,
when you see
okay,
the questions?
okay, okay. Actually, when the my exam was 23rd yesterday,
Hmm, hmm,
23rd October. In the before night, I don't read any book.
okay.
Totally rest and great sleep. And I took the examination time at 11 a.m. In 9 a.m. Then I wake up, get ready, and taking some biscuits, food, intake food and water with me,
Like food. That's
and
really good. Yeah.
going to the examination
Yeah.
center,
Yeah.
and arrive in that center half an hour,
Hmm,
around half an hour before. Then they give me a form and I signed it. And before 10 minutes,
Yeah.
I go to the desk and they took my passport and national identity card and
Yeah.
confirmation that uh, 6 to 7 minutes before I go to the
Okay.
um, seat and
Mhm.
my when
Yeah.
exam starts in the starting I was a little bit nervous, as
Mhm.
because the questions are
Yeah.
fully situational questions, situational questions, but I choose the best answer, not the correct answer.
That's
There are
really
that seems to be two answer very closely, but I
close.
should choose the correct answer.
Yes. Yes.
Correct
That's
answer,
that's that's
and
the goodest
the
strategy.
the questions type was maximum was what should the project manager do?
Yeah.
What should the project manager do? That type of questions was very much, and around I think more than 90% questions are situational questions. There are several direct questions. There are
Okay.
several direct questions
Mhm.
from the such as the Tuckman ladder. There is a situation there, and where is the situation falls in the
And
forming, storming, norming.
yeah, yeah, tech my ladder. And what about
Like
the
that.
agile portion was more or traditional portion was
Agile questions are more. Agile questions,
so
maximum agile
approximately
questions, and
60% agile you can say and 40%.
60% around 60%,
Okay.
and
So
hybrid questions also,
agile plus hybrid, approx 60%.
hybrid questions also,
Mhm.
and no questions directly. All
Yeah.
are situation,
Oh, yes, yes. So people
and
who
no
is
math, no
into PMP
no math,
preparation, they
no
yeah,
math are there, no math
yeah.
are there.
So did you
One
did not get any single mathematical questions?
No, one question was that in the agile, in the feature chart, the mm, SPI, CPI, we can
Yeah.
calculate in agile the
Okay.
number of sprint
Mhm.
and the total story point.
Mhm.
We can calculate the velocity.
Mhm.
Here we can actually easily calculate the earn value.
Mhm.
It was told in the question that half portion complete,
Mhm.
and PV and actual cost was there.
Mhm.
So we can easily calculate by, they can provide a pen and marker board in the
Great. So
examination
you
center.
got one simple calculation question based on the earn value, and that was for the agile, right? Not for the
Yes,
traditional project. Right,
yes,
right. So there were no any other mathematical question based on the
no,
contracts,
no,
EMV or financial ROI, cost benefit analysis. There were no
no,
any
no,
single
no, no,
questions.
no.
Good, good, good. So this is very important information because people emphasizing on practicing the mathematical questions. So yes, it is not a bad idea to practice mathematical question, but yes, should be in balance because you can expect 90 to 95% questions situational, theoretical. So
Yes,
practice those questions more and yes go for mathematical question practice but take it like 2 3 question on each topic that is much enough to know the concept in case you will be getting in the example you can solve it so most probably you will be not getting questions mathematical question in the new format. All right, so how did you manage time, Mr. Rehan, during the exam?
yes,
Time management is challenging and most of the people when I talk, they say I was failed to manage the time. However, I was having a strategy that I will manage my time. I will do the 60 question in 70 minutes, then we'll take 10 minutes break. So they go with the strategy to manage the time. End of the day, they fail in managing the time. So anything happened with you like that?
yes. Actually, in the first 60 question, I took 90 minutes.
Oh, really?
Around 90 minutes gone. Yes. And when I taking the break, going to become fresh and taking some water and biscuits, and then again the moving hands and legs, and there is a freshness in mind. And I should say everybody should take the break because it is very essential. When I sit again, then there is a freshness to me, and I started. There are several many questions, 3 or 4 lines, large questions, but I look the answer options in that type of several questions. Uh, that is very time consuming. I try to find out the keyword and go to the answers. If we read the answers quickly, there is a possibility to pick up the what is talking in the answers and regarding questions. And I choose one, and don't review any question. Any questions. I don't review.
So,
Don't
because you do
review.
not get time to review the questions.
Don't. I don't take any review, but take the answer and moving forward. Moving forward. And in the second slot, I took around 80 minutes, and only 60 minutes needed for third 60. 61
60.
minutes, 60 to
So
61 minutes.
last 60 question in 60 minutes.
Yeah,
That was
yes.
really challenging. And you would be in the stress, right? That how you are going
And
to do this.
again, after taking the break, I was try to concentrate in the questions. And in the last portion, I see there are so many easy questions.
Wow. So
Within
it was your good luck.
within 30 seconds, there are several so many questions. We can easily pick up the answer. We can easily pick up the answer. Less time consuming. And uh, some questions which are very large. I try to choose best one. Try to several questions, and some difficulties arises. Frankly speaking, truly speaking, difficulty arises, but I don't try hopeless. Always keep
Okay.
in fresh. That is the emotion we learn that we should control our emotion.
Emotional intelligence. So
Use
you read in
emotion,
the PMP and you implement during exam. How to control your emotions.
mental pressure and the
Great,
emotions.
great, great,
And
great. Yes.
finally, I finish, and 1 minute before, luckily,
Wow.
1 minute
Great.
before, 1 minute before, and I was not sure. Only I was praying, Allah, please
Yeah.
help me. After ending examination, there is a congratulation button.
That
So I am,
moment was really special
uh,
moment.
and
It was
they
really
need
a
some
special
provide
moment.
feedback.
So,
I was
did you believe that you have passed? Was this
first time I
congratulations?
was I first
Most of
time
the
I was
people don't believe
confusing.
that they passed the exam.
I am totally confusing, but see, it is congratulations,
Yeah, yes, yes.
congratulations, and uh, feel very happy, very
You,
happy.
you, you, you did very hard
And
work and
one thing I tell you, Samir,
Hmm.
that drag and drop question only two, drag and
Okay,
drop, and
okay,
they are very simple. Three items, the
okay,
three item agile, predictive, hybrid, and another regarding KPI.
okay,
KPI related question. That
okay.
was very easy. And 2 or 3 choices, only 6 to 7 questions. Choose two,
Multi,
choose three, like
multi-responses
this.
type, multi-responses type, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What about the hotspot type questions? Did you get any
Hot,
hotspot
oh,
type
yes,
questions?
hotspot one questions.
Okay.
Hotspot one questions. There is a large discussion in the questions,
Mm-hmm.
and I read the question first time not fine, but second time I found the power interest grid,
Mm-hmm.
stakeholder mapping, power interest grid. In the question says where the company employee where the company employees position in the power interest grid.
Okay. So how did you get the answer?
Just the cursor pointer
So you are
on
clicking.
the grid,
Hmm,
and the
and
color
clicking.
of that grid changing. Just
Okay.
click on.
So wherever you find the answer should be, so you are going on that location and clicking the mouse, right?
Yes, yes. Just clicking, and the color of there are four grid. You know, four grid.
Yeah.
One grid I choose, and the color changes.
Change. Okay.
Yes,
That there were no four options given in the questions.
yes,
Only the
yes.
description and on the graph you have to click in one of the appropriate
Yes,
section. So there were
yes.
no four options listed like the multi
No
choice
four option.
questions.
No four option. In the question, please select where the company employees in the power interest grid.
Okay. Good for this information. This will really helpful for future aspirants. All right,
And the
so
situational questions are you told several times, many times, the
mhm,
situational questions. There are
yeah,
lot of difficulties, lot of confusions among the team member. All are situational type.
right.
And I should say, in the examination, we should take our position as a project manager, as a servant leader, and realize to the situation
Mhm,
and choose the best one. And
okay.
I took such as A seems to me positive. I put that, but
Mhm,
in C or D, B, if I got the better one, the best one, at that time, next time we choose the final answer. I choose the final one.
good. Thank you so much for all this information, Rehan. And despite of all the difficulties and challenges, you finally did your PMP, and you did it with all three moments above target. So that's really amazing performance. You deserve it. So once again, congratulations for achieving such a great success, and wish you many more success ahead, Rehan, for the
Okay,
future aspirants.
thank you very much. Really, I feel honored to connect with you. And actually, I feel very happy that I am clearing the PMP by the grace of Allah. And there are lots of supports from you and many of my nearest and dear people.
Yeah.
And actually, I say, please provide some dedicated time
Mhm.
to read the PMT books and uh, do not make any confusion.
Mhm.
If there any confusion or mistake, we should clear it. Why I make this mistake? We should confirm about this. And the mistakes, if we during the solving questions, where is the mistakes? We should find out that and clear the confusion.
Yeah.
If we have
Yes.
clear idea about the project management and actually agile in the role of development team, product owner, and the scrum master. Scrum master, team lead, team facilitator, what should we say? This should clear, and the agile methodology, agile manifesto, the agile keep in our mind, and we should clear.
Okay, fine. So this is one of the last tips from Rehan is that you should read the book, and no matter you are doing mistake or you are getting confusion, uh, that's completely fine. Unless until you do mistake, unless until you have doubt, your concept will be not clear. So read
Yes.
the book, do the mistakes, let's confusion happen to you, fill up your gaps. So this is the best strategy you can do your PMP preparation. And of course, if you have someone, a mentor, instructor, you can approach, you can restore that person for further clarification. So that will help you to shorten your learning curve means in shortest possible time you can understand the topic and you will be ready for your PMP exam. So stay tuned with PMP Mastery YouTube channel for success story coming every days that help you to learn from others, help you to be motivated and get inspiration from certified PMPs, and you can also achieve your PMP in shortest possible time. So thank you so much, Rehan, for joining us and giving us your precious time. Wish you many more success ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Very grateful to you, and many, many thanks to you. Please pray for me.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.